Why are you guys back? Yeah, this whole zombies thing is not it. I kind of just want to break, you know, just kind of relax. What? Oh, fuck. I'm starting to get really tired of this, man. Guess we're talking about horror characters. We're going to be talking about if I can survive these horror situations. Let's say the big boy over here is chasing me. Am I going to be his next victim, or am I going to win? First, we're going to be talking about the franchise that's named after a fucking holiday. Halloween. Michael Myers is an interesting character. He's known for his incredible resilience and resistance to any form of damage and constant persistence in chasing down his victims. He can teleport, he does nothing but walk slowly, never utters a word. Although he keeps taking hit after hit after hit, somehow, in Halloween Ends, he was killed by one guy. That's kind of pathetic. I'd say I'd normally lose in most situations against Michael Myers, so I'm going to go with it's a 50-50 against this guy, because it kind of just decides if I have plot armor or not, and we're not going to know until I'm nice to throat. Friday the 13th, originally it was just an old lady with a knife, and then it evolved into the big guy. Jason Voorhees is what you would expect if you gave a disabled toddler a knife and does not know his own strength. Everything's playtime for this guy. He's shown time and time again just mowing down waves of teenagers in his movies. And because of some weird licensing issues, two studios are fighting over the rights for him, we haven't seen a movie since 2009. But in 2009, this guy was fucking scary. This is gonna be the first one on our list that I say I have no chance surviving. This guy's clapping my shit.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor.
Ah! That's the name of the movie series. With the Ghostface, we're in a very strange predicament because each time we see him killing, it's never the same guy. The original had it so that it was two dudes. And then ever since then, every other movie has a new antagonist. They all just don the same cloak. However, one thing they do have in common is they really like unmasking themselves and doing that like James Bond villain thing where they tell you their big evil plan. And the first guys just straight up killed each other because, I don't know, they were into it or something. I don't know. But I'm thinking 2.5 out of 10. I don't think these guys are gonna kill me because they don't have any powers, but like, I'm not surviving a sneak knife in the back, you know? Mr. Nightmare himself, Freddy K. No, I'm not surviving this. This is a 10 out of 10. This is a 15 out of 10. This is a 100 out of 10. Whenever you sleep, and I think there's even one about daydreams, he comes in your brain and kills you from the inside out. Humans need sleep, and it's like 3 or 4 days or something. Our bodies like implode on themselves because we can't physically go that long without rest. You can't survive him. If you survive him, you'll end up dying anyway because you just physically, you won't be alive. That's not how the body works.
No pain, no gain.
So my favorite striped raisin over here is gonna slice my throat open while I'm sleeping, and that's about it. Freddy Fazbear.
Popping.
Freddy's a weird one because not only is he one of like 60,000 characters, but we see them in two different contexts. They sometimes act like children, and in others they're going to eat your children. We're gonna go with the standard Five Nights 1 situation because I feel like that's the most generic middle of the road one. Now I've been to Chuck E. Cheese. I've seen these animatronics up close. One, they're stupid as shit, and two, they're just made of metal. They're not very fast. Most of the time, their feet are bolted to the ground. So in a situation where I have to fight an animatronic, I think I'm gonna be fine, a 0 out of 10. But, assuming that Freddy can move, I'll give myself a 5 out of 10. I still think I could escape him, because I'll just quit the job.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Saw is a weird one because, again, it's multiple killers. The whole thing is trap-based. It all depends on what you've done in your life, and then you get a trap either related to what you've done, or a trap that's just unfair. Most of these traps are outright not survivable, despite Jigsaw saying otherwise. There's a few times where Jigsaw will understand he's fucked up, and he'll help out a person that he accidentally rigged against. But most of the time, you're just in a situation where you're just gonna die. Knowing me and my luck, I'm gonna get stuck with like the Venus flytrap or something, and I'm gonna have to cut open my eye and get the key to try and get the headgear off. And I'm just not gonna be able to do that. If I don't have like some kind of crazy painkiller, I'm just gonna sit. I'm just gonna let it happen and die. There's nothing you can do. But if I manage to get a decent one, yeah, sure. 8 out of 10.
Dear God, help me! No, 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 no!
Amnesia the Bunker. I love this game. I played through it countless times, I've speedrun it, and I remember the first time I was playing the game, I was physically shaking. One, because it relies on my fear of the dark quite heavily, and two, this thing's fucking terrifying. Any noise you make, any movement in the dark, hell, if the lights are just off, this thing is out there, looking and lurking. I can't do that. No, I'm not sitting underground in this little fucking tunnel system while this thing is growling and snarling. I see its hand reaching through walls trying to grab me. No, I'm going home. And if I'm not going home, I'm going to hell. I'm blowing my brains out. I would rather anything else other than this. 15 out of 10, I'm not surviving. Little doll man. Chucky's a weird one because it's like a grown killer man guy, you know, that would have had a chance against me, but now it's in a little fucking doll. Just kick the fucker. There's a reason that in most of the Child's Play movies that the protagonist is a child. Because any adult would see this thing walking around with a knife and just kick it. 0 out of 10. Next. Next, we're looking at Pennywise and Nickel Dumb. These guys feed on fear, and I'm a little bitch, so I'm sure they're gonna conjure up some weird bullshit and scare the fuck out of me.
If you see...
Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out.
But I'm also witty with my insults, and this guy loses because little kids bully him. So I think I might have a chance, but I'm gonna have to like put my big girl pants on to be able to talk shit to him. And I doubt I'm gonna be able to do that. So let's give him an 8 out of 10. And for the other one, this is literally just a fucking clown. I'm gonna punch him in the mouth. Art the Clown. Don't get me wrong, this guy is by far my favorite. I love his movies. I'll sit there laughing the whole time. He's so silly. I love him. I'm not surviving this. 1 trillion out of 10. Next. Outlast. If we're on the page of like one of these big guys, let's call him Chalky Milk for the time being. Let's say he chases me. I can run away. In the games, he's not that fast. But then you get some weird bullshit like the Wall Rider. That's literally just a ghost that turns people into soup. Every single one of these Murkoff foundations has all these crazies, right? But then there's always just one fucking bullshit like card pull that's impossible to survive. So let's just go 9 out of 10 and hope I don't run into him. Next, we're looking at the Candyman. Rest in peace to this guy, he did a great job voicing Venom, but his counterpart in horror movies is an interesting one, because I don't think I would survive this at all, but the only way to summon him is to say his name 5 times in the mirror. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm just not gonna mess with that voodoo bullshit, and then I won't die. So, 0 out of 10 if I don't summon him, because it's that easy. But if I do summon him, let's go 10 out of 10, because it cuts off a kid's penis, and I'm not getting myself involved with that. So let's just stay over here and do the 0 out of 10. Okay, now let's go to our honorable mentions.
Speed round.
This guy has done something, whether it's kidnapping or murder, and we have to try and figure out what he's doing. Easiest way to avoid that, mind your own fucking business. If you don't go in his house, you won't die. It's that simple. Don't break and enter. The Purge. Lock your doors, barricade your home, and just don't go outside. Why these people in the movies keep letting people in their homes and or just roaming the streets is fucking ridiculous. Go lock yourself in a building or something. It's not that hard. I'm not black. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think a game just came out. The way to kill the clowns is you just honk their nose. I don't know how these guys are damn near taking over the whole world. That's so simple. They're clowns. Honking their nose is their whole thing. What? And lastly, we're gonna look at the Xenomorph. This thing is so cool. It's one of my favorite creatures in all of sci-fi and horror and just everything. I'm not surviving that though. Yeah, no. Somehow a woman with a flamethrower and a cat survived, but I don't think I would. That thing is, I'm gonna be the first one killed by it. Or I'm just gonna get my face fucked by a face hugger. Either way, I'm not surviving that shit. Okay, I've got to figure out how to get out of here now. If you guys liked the video, like, comment, subscribe. It's always appreciated. And if you could like send someone to get me out of here, that would be really, really. Where the fuck am I now?